Welcome back to the Daily Lift. And today is day number 8 in our 4-week prayer challenge. And today we are going to be getting into dedicated prayer space. But before we do that, if you haven't downloaded and are using your 4-week prayer journal, follow the link below, download yours, print it out, use it as in your digital devices, whatever you need to do. Follow these prompts, increase your prayer life, increase your endurance and your persistence in prayer, and increase your faith. And so today we're getting into day number 8. And the Bible verse that we have is from Matthew chapter 6, verse 6. And it says, "But you, when you pray, go into your room, and when you have shut your door, pray to your Father who is in the secret place, and he who sees in secret will reward you openly." And here we see that Jesus, right before he gives the model prayer that we have, the outline and the structure and framework for us to pray to God, he says, go and pray alone. So what is he talking about here? Some translations will call this a prayer closet. Go into your closet, to your inner room. Do we need to have a dedicated prayer closet or some inner room that we have to pray? Possibly. But what is really happening here? Well, Jesus is contrasting the praise-seeking, the men-pleasing Pharisees. And he says that they stand on the corners and in the middle of the synagogues and in the streets, and they pray loud, magnanimous, pompous prayers to be heard by men, and then they have their reward. That's what Jesus says. The praise of men will be their reward, the attaboy that they're looking for. But Jesus says, when you pray, don't do it like that. Do the opposite of that. Pray to your Father. Don't worry about the praise of men and sounding good and looking good to them. Pray to your Father who is in the secret place, and he'll reward you openly. And so what are we talking about when we say a prayer space? Well, for some people, this may be an actual physical space that you need to be in so that you can be free of distractions. I'm in my office here, my studio, and I pray here often because I can close the door, I can be uninterrupted, and I can focus on God. But what I really think this is talking about, and what Jesus is really getting at, is the mental space. We need to have the proper mindset. We need to have the proper attitude when we're going into prayer, and we need to be focusing on and having purpose and deliberate actions, deliberate things that we want to talk about, that we want to ask God about, that we want him to help us with. And so when we are talking about this space, this private space, we need to make sure whatever it is, if it's a physical space that we can use, all the better. But we want to make sure that our mental space, the space between our ears, is clear, it is free from distractions, and that we're able to focus on God and the prayers that we are offering up to him. So I hope this helps you today. I want you to follow the prompt. The prompt is a dedicated prayer space helps you focus and connect with God. Describe your ideal prayer space and how you can create it. Focus on both your physical and mental spaces. Like I said, make sure that if you have a physical space, that's great, but make sure that you are also thinking about and describing your headspace as well. Go lift someone up.